I'm Trevor McDonald, President of the Paul UK. The film you're about to see involves people who open up their homes to offer vulnerable young people a safe place to stay. The people you see in the film are all hosts for NIGHTSTOP, and the young people you see are all young people who have stayed in the volunteer hosts' homes. NIGHTSTOP is a network of projects accredited by DePaul UK, which offers vulnerable young people a vetted place to stay safely. So please take a look at this film and ask yourself, would you like to make a difference in a young person's life and in the life of the community by offering someone you didn't know a place in your spare room? No young person chooses to become homeless. Most who find themselves with nowhere to live do so because their relationship with their family has broken down. And of these young people, over half say that violence was involved.
Basically all my childhood, I kind of lived in a fear, and I was not being accepted by my own family, had nowhere else to go, so it was off I go and with nobody to turn to. Found myself homeless.
NIGHTSTOPs help young people who are homeless, vulnerable and disadvantaged by giving them a place for the night which is safe and secure, a warm meal and breakfast in the morning. They help ensure young people do not have to sleep rough, where they're particularly at risk from abuse and sexual exploitation. NIGHTSTOPs are a community response to a problem which is all too common in our communities. They're made possible by the generosity of inspirational people with a spare room and a desire to make a difference to a young person's life.
I'm Gail from Anglesey. I have 3 grown-up children who have now left home.
My name is Abida. I have 2 children. I work as a pharmacy technician and I live in Birmingham.
My name's Jo. I'm a single mum who's got a 10-year-old boy and I live in Newcastle.
I'm Lorraine, I'm a retired teacher.
I'm Charlie, I'm a support worker with the NHS.
We have 2 grown-up sons and we live in Edinburgh.
Hosts come from all backgrounds and from all types of domestic setups. Once trained and vetted, you provide the young person with a warm welcome, their own room, an evening meal, breakfast, and the listening ear. You provide the room when you're available.
All you're doing really is providing a bed, providing a meal, providing a listening ear if they require that. It's not a difficult thing to do.
I host on a Monday and Wednesday night because they were the best nights for me and you can choose which nights you want to do. And it's been fairly regular since I started.
I don't have any set days that I give to NIGHTSTOP. I receive a text message in the morning and that gives me a little bit of information about the person who's looking for a NIGHTSTOP, dietary needs if anybody's a vegetarian or if they have any allergies, and then I reply saying whether I'm available or not.
Because I know that I'm going to be hosting regularly, I normally have just things in, so I'll have frozen pizzas.
It's good to keep things in the freezer, simple spaghetti bolognese that you've cooked the week before.
NIGHTSTOP, or a trusted referral agency, will assess each young person to make sure they are suitable to stay with a host family.
I think there's always going to be that anxiety there that you're opening up your doors with all your personal belongings around you. We all hear it on the press and in the newspapers, etc., of what young people are supposed to be like.
And to be honest, we have never had any that we have had any concerns about that we've felt threatened by or worried about or haven't trusted. Quite the opposite.
Young people staying at a NIGHTSTOP get advice and support from the project workers alongside partner agencies. NIGHTSTOP makes arrangements for them the following morning after staying with a host.
A person from NIGHTSTOP brings them along, introduces them, and then they go away. And the first thing I do is I show them the bedroom, and then they've got their own place that they feel belongs to them. And the next thing has to be the cup of tea and the biscuits. That's the real icebreaker.
The first thing we do is have a family meal. If they want to chat, we will listen, and if they want to just sit quiet, then we can fill the space, we can talk away.
The last person was like that.
Many hosts who have young children at home tell us that providing a bed for young people is a benefit to their children.
I wanted my boys to take part, to gain more communication and you gain more confidence and you mix together.
We eat together, we cook together, we play together, we talk to each other.
If they are upset, I would cheer them with some juice or milkshake.
It was really good for Stan to know that he's really lucky and that other people aren't as lucky and that it could happen to anybody. So it was for my son as well as for the youths that were involved.
I encourage young people to join us with cooking. I do lots of curries, chapatis and samosas. When they know how to cook something, it makes them happy as well. that, you know, they are independent and they can do things for themselves.
Everyone has their different motivations, but the one thing the hosts have in common is that they all have the welfare of the young people like Katie at the heart of what they're doing.
Even if you're providing one night for a young person, that one night would make a whole lot of difference. It's not their fault that they've ended up homeless. You know, family has broken down. We are all people who are trying and we're doing our best. And once we've been helped, we want to give back to the community because we know how much that help has meant to us.
You know, if something like that had happened with my own children, there'd be somewhere that they could go to and it would support them.
If we don't support them, who else will?
Just try anything once. If you really like it, you might really enjoy it.
We've got a lot more than we've given.
A lot of the guests that you meet are really lovely and they've just been really unlucky.
It's just one step, and an important step.
I know in my case, it saved my life. And I know in other young people, it has given them that hope.
If you'd like to become a host or just find out more information about the service or the training and support we offer, then please don't hesitate to contact us.